Hi, welcome back to Aber Armoury. Today we've got yet another air rifle video for you. As we're getting our stocks built up and we're buying more and more in, we thought we'd show you a few more air rifles coming in. Now, the air rifle I got today is very similar to something I showed you the other week, but the new version or a slightly different model on the same sort of design, and that's this. So this is the Gamo Speedster 10X Gen 2. So we've showed you the one before, which was the Swarm, which had the break barrel 10-shot capability in it with the magazine system. This is a version of the similar gun. This is called the Gamo Speedster. So we've got a slightly different stock. So I'll just show you from the rear. So at the rear, we've got this slightly different recoil pad to the previous one. So it's quite squishy. And you've got these little sections in here. And these little sections will pop out. As you can probably see there, it's lifting out. So you can pop them out and you can make it more or less squishy on the rear to take up any of that recoil from the spring. Make it as soft or as firm as you like. Moving forward, we've got this nice ambidextrous stock with a nice cheek piece on there. It looks like it's adjustable, but it isn't. It's just the way it looks, but it's still really nice. And then moving forward, we've got this really nice pistol grip shape. A lot of modern rifles are coming out with this sort of pistol grip shape now. I find it really nice to handle. It gives you a lot of control. You can use thumbs up on it or thumbs down. And I really like this sort of straight style of stock grip on there. At the bottom of the grip is a little cubby hole. And you can put a spare magazine in there, which is a really, really nice feature. So if you're out bunny bashing, doing a bit of pest control, whatever it might be, you can carry your spare mag loaded up in there and it's not in your pocket then. Don't have to worry about it. And then moving forward, we've got the Gamo fully adjustable trigger. It's a 2-stage trigger. It performs really, really nicely and you can adjust both stages of that 2-stage trigger, which is really nice. You've got your safety in the front, as always, from Gamo. Again, I quite like this forward trigger safety. It's really easy to use. Basically, finger in the trigger guard when you're ready to go, flick it forward and then pull the trigger. Comes with a 3x9x40 scope, which is more than ample for a job for the most air rifles. With any gun, you know, the scope is a big, big part of it. And so to get you started, this is absolutely fine, perfectly ample. It's a nice clear scope and does the job, but it's always nice to add a bit of money towards your coffers if you can to upgrade to a high quality scope. Always worth buying the nicest scope you can afford at the time. But saying that, again, this is perfectly ample for the job and it's nice, it's fine. The scope is now connected to their anti-shock rail that they put on these Gamos. So this bottom rail system here absorbs some of the action, recoil action, to stop the scope getting damaged during use or sliding around, and it makes it really nice and solid. The last thing you want is the scope coming loose through the shock waves a little bit and moving so that you then lose your zero. And there is a drill tapping hole in the top of it for the pin for the scope mounts to connect into as well to stop it moving anywhere. Then moving forward, we've got what makes this rifle so good, and that is the magazine system. It's slightly different to the previous one. If you've seen the previous video, the magazine system on the previous video sits upright, and this is the new generation of it. So they've changed that slightly and they've made it flat, which as you can see by the video there, it's really, really flat, which is really nice. It means the scope doesn't have to sit up really high to get out of the way of the magazine. And it just gives it a nice sleeker look. To load the magazine, there's a little tab. You just push it forward. The magazine pops out like that. You load your 10 rounds into your magazine. Sorry, get my teeth back in. 10 rounds into your magazine. Clips in, pushes in like that. Couldn't be easier. It has got an indicator on it, tells you how many rounds you've got left in said magazine as well, which is really good. Moving forward, we've got a stippled front area to give you nice and grip in the bad weather. If you're out pest controlling, or even if you're on the range and it's a bit chilly or whatever, you've got loads of grip there to do it. And then we've got their moderated shrouded barrel, which does make a difference, I'm pretty sure. I mean, most noise that comes out of a Springer is actually the piston inside making a bit of a clonk as you pull the trigger. But this will help keep it, keep the noise down. And if you're plinking in your garden, we always want to try and keep the noise down as best we can to save the neighbours, upsetting the neighbours. It's nice and long, gives you a really good, easy reach to then cock that rifle. I'm not going to cock it all the way because it will fire it up, and it's a nice, smooth cocking action. These are 12 foot-pounds or just under 12 foot-pounds, so they're perfectly capable of any pest control you want to do, and they're really, really good for a bit of target work on the range as well. This particular model is 329 currently on the shelf with the scope, all ready to rock and roll. And I just think they're fantastic bits of kit. The last one we tested on the range was zeroed and was shooting really nice tight groups, and I can't see why this one, being the same barrel, would be any different. So if you're interested in anything like this, do come down and see us. So we're getting more and more Gamos in. One of the other reviews we'll do in a bit is the Gamo Coyote, and I want to get that on the range. That's a PCP. The beauty of the Gamo Coyote is it's a really good price point when it comes to PCPs, and we do it as a full package. So it comes with scope and bag and pump and everything else for a nice price, which I'll show you on the review. But it has a cold hammer forged barrel by BSA, so you get a high quality, very, very accurate gun for Gamo money, which is a really nice thing. But that's for a later date. So once again, thanks for watching, like and subscribe. It was only a very, very quick video because we're really, really busy today, but I just wanted to show you this because it came in yesterday and they're just really, really cool. See you on the next one.